When the nation's top health official profits from conspiracy theories, spreads anti-science propaganda, and dehumanizes autistic people and calls them an existential threat, it's not just a crisis of competence, it's a pseudo-scientific theocratic grift. Welcome back to Theocracy Watch, my fellow skeptics, where we track what happens when religion drives policy and health becomes a moral judgment instead of a human right. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., now serving as Secretary of Health and Human Services, has a history of disseminating dangerous conspiracy theories and profiting from them. According to a report by the Democratic National Committee, Kennedy failed to disclose hundreds of thousands of dollars he earned from his anti-vaccine crusade, later amending financial disclosure forms to reveal he had actually earned over $1.2 million from his nonprofit, Children's Health Defense. Just listen to this man. Here are some quotes. Autism is a holocaust. It is wiping out a generation of American boys. End quote. Quote, we've seen this explosion in chronic disease and neurological disorders, and nobody in government is asking why. I think the answer may lie in the vaccine schedule. End quote.
Oh, no.
Quote, the MMR vaccine is contaminated with DNA fragments from aborted fetuses. That's a fact. End quote. Quote, autistic children will never pay taxes, never hold a job, never go out on a date. End quote.
Wow.
These sentiments are a part of a calculated ideology, one that fuses moral panic with religious rhetoric and casts medical science as some kind of godless threat to purity, family, and faith. And what's more alarming, the language he uses to describe autistic people isn't just dehumanizing, it's reminiscent and rhetoric. He frames them as tragic errors to be prevented, not people to be supported. His rhetoric is beyond ableist, it's authoritarian, and reminiscent of evil empires we fought to dismantle. And remember, RFK Jr.'s own family history is steeped in this mindset. His aunt Rosemary was hidden away after a failed lobotomy, ordered in secret by her father when she showed signs of cognitive delay. She was institutionalized for most of her life, cut off from public view, and treated as a family embarrassment. That legacy of shame and silence is alive and well in 2025, and now it's got a government salary. RFK Jr. doesn't belong anywhere near public health, but credentials don't matter in a theocracy. Faith does. So until next time, stay aware and be curious.
Wow.
Right?
That guy is just absolutely batshit crazy. It's stunning that he would be put in charge of anything.
What are his credentials? How do you have Trump just puts people into office because they are yes men and they will do what he wants.
Yeah.
Not because they're any kind of caliber of human.
And to be honest, the less they know about the topic they're put in charge of, the less they're likely to buck any commands he shoves their way. Because they won't know what they're doing. Yep. They're like, okay, well, he's like, shut off the water to the fire hoses. He'll shut off the water to the fire hoses because they don't know what they do and why they're there. As we've seen. I mean, it has been absolutely crazy.
And yeah, I forgot to add that what Miss Non Sequitur said, he's going to fix us all before September. So allegedly by September, he's going to have the solution to all these problems. Whatever that may be, I have no idea. And I don't know what's happening with that registry. Remember I said that there was an autism registry that I don't know if it's still in the works. I think they kind of hushed it, but I still think it's going to happen, if you ask me.
It probably will.
Yeah.
There's probably a whole lot of lists being put together right now by the far right.
Yes, he is a eugenicist.
Yeah, that's what RFK says. He's a eugenicist. That's right. This man, here's just a brief list. He's got the brain worm, the dead bear incident. He admitted to dumping a bear carcass in Central Park years ago.
What?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No,
Okay.
No.
You knew about the brain worm, right? So here it is. Let me go. Kennedy disclosed that a parasitic worm had once consumed part of his brain. He's really being generous with the word part of, leading to cognitive issues. He later claimed full recovery, but the admission raised concerns about his health during his presidential campaign. There's a dead bear incident. He admitted to dumping a bear carcass in Central Park years ago, an act that baffled many and added to his list of eccentric behaviors. That was because he hit it with his car, I think, and killed a bear with his car, and then put it in his car and drove it into Central Park for some reason.
Okay.
Vaccine misinformation.
I have a hard time with that one.
I know, right?
I'm just trying to imagine him picking up the bear just single-handedly and just like, yeah. Like,
Like, how big was this bear?
It's better.
How big was this poor
Right.
bear? Was it a cub?
at this moment, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, did he kill a baby bear?
Oh man, it gets worse.
Yikes. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here we go. There's a story involving Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and a dead whale that has recently gained attention. I'll get back. Here's a breakdown of what's been reported. The latest incident. The story, which involves RFK Jr. taking the head of a dead whale, comes from an account shared by his daughter, Kathleen Kennedy, in a 2012 interview with Town and Country magazine. According to her, when she was a child, RFK used a chainsaw to remove the head of a deceased whale that had washed ashore. He then transported the whale's head on the roof of their family vehicle. The account details the unpleasant experience of the journey with whale juice leaking into the vehicle.
No.
Yeah.
Durante's mouth is just
This,
I know.
That's a
white.
yeah. That's why, man. Like, I'm like, I think I had the same question, Rain, but like, so why is he taking a chainsaw to the beach? Like, what was like? It feels like that was on the menu that day. Like, you know, I'm going to the beach. Let's make sure we have the chainsaw. Whale might wash up and we can get a good whale head. Did they eat it? Like, what did they do with the whale head?
Yes. Or did he actually see the whale, rush home to get the chainsaw? I mean, he had time to think about it. It wasn't just an impulse act. He drove all the way home, got his chainsaw. I'm like, I hope I get there before somebody else gets that whale head.
Yeah. That's my whale head. Kids, y'all stay here and you guard this whale until I get back. I'm going to get the chainsaw.
Maybe he left the kids there to guard the head while he went back to get the chainsaw.
He would. He would.